Dragon DJ on the screen, eyes up, Remy leaning in, cause it's straight. They break down every strike, every twist that lands too late. Play Flash, match, Raw, Max, Hero back again. Who won that round? Who took the hit in the end? Hold up, tell me what it means. Was it guts or luck? Was it all in the scheme? Dragon DJ and Remy. Say it loud. Dragon DJ and Remy. Bring the verdict down. Show clean. One says the fight was wild, one says the story burned. They clock the falls, the fury, every lesson earned. From city wrecks to ancient spells, they read the scene like maps. Then they point at the weak spot, and they never take it back. Hold up, tell me what they saw. Was the rival cold? Was the ending raw? Show clean, 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 clean. When the dust goes up, they stay locked in. On for the impact, one for the meaning. No empty praise, no cheap applause. Just a sharp review with the ruthless jaw. Dragon DJ and Remy. Say it loud. Dragon DJ and Remy. Bring the verdict down. Action hit, plot twist. They don't miss a beat. Dragon DJ and Remy. Make the whole show clean. We're back, people.
Yes.
We're alive. Yes.
Yes, we live.
Yes.
Barely.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. That was a poor choice of words. Oh my god, shit.
Yes, it's been quite a few weeks. So
Yep.
apologies all around for our absence.
No, you do not. No, you do not need to apologize. All right, you have no room to apologize for anything. All right.
No, I mean, we said we were going to take 1 week off for your birthday, and then I got sick, so that took out 2 weeks.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's been fun. So, how was your birthday?
It was good. Yeah, no, it was good. Yeah, I had a fun time. Just kind of chilled out with friends, and then that was about it.
Cool.
Kinda hung out. Yeah. Very, very relaxed sort of weekend. And then later that weekend, I saw The Odyssey, which is pretty good, actually. I enjoyed it.
That's good.
Yeah. What else? Yeah. That was kind of it for my birthday weekend. Just kind of hung around and went to go see that movie because I wanted to. So that's about it, really.
Cool.
Yeah, but good time, fun time. Yeah. Speaking of another movie, Spider-Man, Brand New Day.
Mm-hmm.
Saw that as well.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go see it again tonight after we're done with the podcast. A friend of mine's coming over.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. He hasn't seen it yet.
Well, that's gonna be fun for him then. First time viewing. Yeah, I enjoyed it though. I had a really good time with it. I'd probably give it like an 8. I don't think I fell in love with it as much as everybody else, but I did enjoy like a good part of it. So I was like, yeah, it's cool. Like I guess spoiler warning for people. If you want to skip over this part, spoiler warning. Throwing out spoilers right now. Like I already knew Jean Grey was
going to be the villain of the movie, because like I think I heard when Sadie Sink was getting casted, they like mentioned the name Jean Grey, so I was like, oh, they're introducing X-Men in this. I'm like, okay, interesting. So I thought she made for an interesting antagonist. I guess there's some argument that could be made that maybe she should have been let go too easily at the very end. I'm like, hey, she kind of did a few effed up things in the movie. I think you could have done something with her.
Yeah, but I guess their justification for letting her go is that they didn't want her to be experimented on again.
Yeah, which is fair enough.
Yeah.
Like, I understand where she's coming from. Like, yeah, you have your sister. Yeah, you've been abandoned by your mother. You've been ostracized by society for most of your life. You got your sister kidnapped. Your sister got killed. You realize that the VMAX thing that you've been hunting after is just the title of a freaking air vent, which is the last thing your sister saw. So I can understand like where her anger is coming from.
Yeah,
but at the same time, it's just like,
and and the director of the facility was like the secondary villain.
Yeah, which I kind of knew that he was going to be an antagonist. Like I could just see it in his face. I was like, I don't trust you.
Yeah,
like you seem shady, and I don't trust damage control to begin with. I'm like, you guys are a bunch of assholes.
Yeah.
So I was like, yeah, but we got Hulk though. I was happy to see Hulk back. Original Hulk.
Yeah.
For
once. The version.
I know. I was like, oh, thank you. I was like, yes, Monster Hulk. Thank you. This is what I freaking wanted.
Yeah.
We got it in Red Hulk, but that wasn't good enough for me. I was like, we need the original Hulk though.
Yeah.
So I thought the whole scene between him and Spider-Man was awesome. I love that like 360-degree like camera turn that they did with him chasing him down the corridor. I thought that was awesome.
Yeah.
And then I love too how Frank came in this shooting nonstop.
Yeah.
And the bullet's just doing absolutely nothing.
Yep.
Just bouncing off Hulk. I was like, yeah, that seems about right.
Yeah. And then he's like, all right, I'll let you take care of him. I'll go after the other thing.
Yeah, I love that. And
and Spider-Man's like, you just try to get out of this, aren't you? He's like, yeah.
He's like, yeah, you're right. And he like walks off. I love too where he's like, Frank, don't kill her. And he's like, let me tell you something. Let's go. He like walks off. Yeah. I love Frank in this movie, man. He was so freaking funny. Just the way he was just like, let me tell you something. Just talking shit to Spider-Man the entire time. Just like, Frank, what about Staten Island? You were Staten Island. What? You got bringing up old shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. But no, I thought the action was really cool too. I thought it was like some of the best in a Spider-Man movie, which makes sense when you have freaking the same director who did Shang-Chi. And the action in that movie was great. So I was like, thank you. Some good hand-to-hand combat, thank God. What are your thoughts on that like ending credits scene, if you stayed for it?
Oh, at the very end?
Yeah.
I missed it. I had to get up and
go to the bathroom.
So
okay, yeah. Understandable. No, what the end credits scene was that like it was that spider tracker that Ned created.
Oh yeah, I heard about that, showing it in space.
Yeah, it basically showed him travel to space, and I thought it was like maybe leading up to Secret Wars because Spider-Man's supposed to show up in that one, not Doomsday, but he's supposed to show up in Secret Wars.
Yeah,
because like in the comics, I know that he is taken to the planet where they all fight each other in that storyline, and then that's where he finds the symbiote and then brings it back, and then that's when we have the whole like symbiote arc with him, or the black suit arc. Yeah. I mean, so I wonder if they're gonna do that, but also some people are guessing that it kind of looks like maybe could be referring to the Spider-Verse movies because the way it glitched was like very similar to the way they glitch in those films. So a lot of people were guessing, but then I guess it turns out that maybe the answer is going to be given in Spider-Man 5 because the director of this one said that he's going to answer that about why Spider-Man's in space. So I don't know. A bunch of things to look forward to. But yeah, Spider-Man, very enjoyable. If you guys have not seen it, which I probably doubt it because this movie has already crossed like $1 billion. So like it was crazy at my theater, man. It was like packed.
Yeah, there was a nice crowd, but it wasn't packed at mine.
No, it was packed for mine. Like there was literally like a line outside the theater, and then the line to the concessions was like split into like 2 lines. because it was just that packed. I was like, good God. I'm like, I don't remember Endgame being this packed. Like, why is Spider-Man like the one superhero that like gets everybody going?
Just because he's the most relatable.
I guess so.
You know, he's for as fantastic as he is, he's essentially one of the most down to earth
No, he is.
superheroes because he's struggling with school and day to day stuff while also being a superhero. And, um, and then when he's done right, he's doing all the little quips and stuff like that when he's in Spider-Man mode. So
Yeah.
just so
Yeah, I can understand that. I was gonna say too that like he's relatable because he's broke and depressed. So everybody's just like, man, I relate to him. I can
yeah,
feel that. I'm like, yeah, that sounds about right. And he fumbles a lot of relationships as well. So I was like, you know what? That's the part of Spider-Man I relate to. Yeah, but alone. Anyway,
yeah.
no girlfriend. Where? Anyway, ignoring that part. But yeah, Spider-Man, great, great movie. We'll wait and see what Doomsday does. We'll see if that does anything great. We'll see. I am very mixed about that movie. There's just so much shit getting packed into that one film. I'm like, oh my God, what are you gonna do?
Yeah.
What are you gonna do? But we shall see what happens. I'm very cautiously optimistic, more on the cautiously side. So we'll see. But yeah, aside from that,
That's
Kamen
been
Rider
interesting
Zeztz,
last few
very
episodes.
interesting. Well, I mean, we are leading up to like the finale.
Yeah.
Pretty soon, aren't we? We're on,
I think there's two
more
more
episodes
left.
left. Yeah, which makes sense because it feels like you
There's
have to start.
two Nightmare
Yeah,
Worlds left.
there's Oblivion and yeah,
So,
the one that has illusions.
yeah, and so it was pretty interesting because he in like episode 43 finishes off the second Nightmare Lord,
Yeah.
and then Oblivion launches his special ability, which causes people to start disappearing in reality because it's making them forget them. And then, so we get uh, like we see this the episode go through and all the people that we're familiar with are disappearing left and right, and it finally gets to that all, and so he fades away from her, and then the next episode opens up with her waking up
Like a very kind of
breakfast with her mom.
sunshine, beautiful
And,
world.
yeah,
So, like the perfect ideal world for them basically is what her mom is like created for her. So like everything's just like thing, and then like
and
all of a sudden people
well,
start disappearing
so
in her.
yeah, so she's performing like she's like a TV star, and so she's performing and everything, and the whole crew just disappears. Like all the stunt actors and stuff just vanish, and so she starts freaking out and everything. Her mom takes her home, and then the next day she's at like a live performance, and the whole crowd just disappears. And and in the meantime, some of the characters are being brought back, but they don't.
They have like totally new identities.
Yeah, and roles like
like
Knox
Orca,
is her bodyguard.
Orca is her bodyguard. The two detectives. I think one of them's just having the roles were one. She's the one in charge now. Baku's not there at all.
Yeah.
He's
So
completely gone. So was
yeah,
oh, what's his name? Zeke. Zeke is also gone. Like Zeke disappeared last episode. He hasn't come back. His existence is just
like
like
pop up in one of these last two.
maybe like to help them out because before he
Yeah.
disappeared, he was the one that kind of stuck out the other
So
night.
then you know she's freaking out and everything, and her mom can't really keep it under control, and so Oblivion finally comes back for her, like finds way into this dream world. Their nightmares when they've taken ownership of the host, and he's drawing her in, and at the last second, there's this big explosion, and we see Zeztz is back, and so he like fights them, both Oblivion and the lady, and kind of scares them off, and then takes them back, and then we find out in the next episode, which was the last one, he disappeared from her dream, from the dream world. He woke up in reality and was fading away, and transformed into Zed's, was able to save himself, and then he went searching for her in reality, easier for him to track her down. So he finally actually fulfilled his original mission, which was to find her and rescued her, and then to fight the dreams. And so he, as he's fighting Oblivion and like damaging him, these memory bubbles start popping out of him and going back into her, and so that's kind of where we're left at, like, which is allowing the people to regain their memories. So, and then, and the very last thing was Nox fought Lady and jumped in with
saying that
darkness,
because Baku's reasoning was that Nox's power was like kind of like the only thing
her
that
illusion.
could counter, like illusions can't really exist in darkness. So Nox decided to take her on by himself, and so they both kind of like got dragged into like just a pit.
Yeah,
of
he just grabbed her and jumped in.
Yeah, and then that leads, I guess, Baku to take on Oblivion by himself.
So we've got, like I said, 2 episodes left for that to spill out.
Yeah.
So,
very excited for that.
So that is Kamen Rider Zeztz. And, so we'll get into the main topic of tonight's show, which is Kubo and 2 strings. So for those that aren't familiar with Kubo and the 2 strings, it is a stop-motion animation movie that was made in 2016. It is very heavily influenced by Japanese culture and pays homage to it. And, very well made movie, and one of the biggest things that stood out to me was the water.
Which I think the water effects were all CGI.
Well, I mean, it looked realistic.
I think the entire movie is beautiful. like the entire film is just like
the scale that they had at some scenes and stuff was just amazing.
Yeah,
like I said, the water, however they did the water was just awesome. Like, looked real. Even like the rain and stuff like that, when they had that to it. So it's a story about a young boy who starts off, he's sure. We don't know all the details of it at the beginning. We just know that they're trying to escape, trying to stole his eye as a baby.
Yeah. Also, too, his grandfather
Yes.
is the Moon King. This powerful deity
Yeah.
that literally lives
And his mom is,
yeah.
obviously one of his daughters, so she's got magical abilities.
Yeah.
And then she has two siblings that wear masks and are like ninjas / samurai.
Yeah.
Kind
They're
of
like assassins. Yeah, like assassins, basically.
But what's really fascinating is even the kid has abilities because he has a 2-string guitar, and he goes into the nearby village with a bunch of papers, and the paper origami folds itself.
Yeah, it turns into origami and then
comes
alive.
to life and plays out what he's describing.
And the story he's telling them is basically the story of like this legendary warrior named Hanzo. Yeah, his dad, who artifacts or 3 pieces of armor, which is the sword, a chest plate, and then the helmet.
Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah, and to collect all of them in order to take on the Moon King.
Yeah.
But every time that he tries to tell the story, he always ends it at some point, like on a cliffhanger, because his mother's rule is that he can't stay out at dark. Because later on in the film, when he does, that's ants show up, and that's when it all goes
but
to
he's
hell.
well liked in the village that they live near, and and he's got a kind of a special relation with kind of a grandmotherly.
Yeah, there's an older woman that he talks to a lot. That she knows him.
So yeah, I mean, it's just kind of like this normal routine kind of thing. He takes care of his mom because
catatonic throughout the whole day.
Yeah.
But then when the sun goes down, that's when she wakes up and she's able to actually interact with him. And she tells him stories and stuff like that, and it's a good relationship. And I guess it also kind of shines through at night because that's when she's cause she's weak at this point. Because one could assume that she's weaker than her sisters because she became mortal and she became at the beginning of the movie there's a scene where she tries to escape this wave and it ends up crashing her and Kubo when they're on their boat, and she gets her head smacked against a rock, which curiosity that's the reason why her powers are so the powers are so limited and why she can barely and why she doesn't talk at all throughout the day, but she only
what's known as sundowner syndrome.
Mm-hmm.
In sundowner syndrome, a person becomes more disoriented as night comes around. So, so she's the opposite.
Yeah. So, one day, Kubo goes down to the village, and they're talking about going to their nearby cemetery, and kind of offering some lanterns for their lost loved ones. And so Kubo's like, oh, I like the idea. So he goes. He doesn't buy a lantern. He tries to make his own. So he's expecting it just to kind of light up, but it doesn't. So he wastes too much time. The sun goes down. All of a sudden, he realizes that his ants show up.
Yeah.
They attack the town. They just turn it into absolute destruction. Enough for her to give her a piece of her magic to send Kubo away, and like that's when he wakes up and he finds himself uh, led by this monkey, which is apparently because Kubo had this like little like statue of a monkey that he called Mr. Monkey, but when it comes to life, Charlize Theron is the voice actor for this character, and so like she's more of a female character, so you get like a lot of comedic things where he's like, "I had you as a toy, and I called you Mr. Monkey," and she's like, "Yeah, if I were alive, I would find it offensive, but I."
Yeah.
So, but it's funny though, and she's a cool character too, because like she's very sort of like matter of factly with this. Like, you need to eat, you need to sleep, because your ants don't do any of that, and they don't need to. Yeah, they don't need to have like any of the burdens that come with being human. So they'll find us, they'll kill me, and then they'll take your other eye, so that way you can join them. And so they carry on with their quest and whatnot, and then at some point, Kubo's like one of Kubo's like papers turns into the little miniature Hanzo, little origami Hanzo that he like created in the stories, and like it actually leads them, starts like pointing them in like certain directions. But then they get interrupted by this other character named Beetle for now, played by Matthew McConaughey, which he has a lot of comedic moments that make me laugh,
Yeah.
and also too like he's the well the entire cast is well animated, but to him he like stands out because he's a character that has like what, like 6 arms.
Yeah.
So you're thinking to yourself, my God, like the amount of like work that had to be put into like make his all his arms move like individually. It's just like, oh my God, like it hurts just thinking about it. You're like, God, the amount of hours spent on animating that.
Yeah, and so they're taking on the journey to find the artifacts, the sword, the chest plate, and the helmet.
Yeah.
And one of the places, so they find the sword pretty quickly.
Yeah.
And they're going with that, and then they have to go out to sea, and they like in the middle of the sea trip, they find the chest plate, but it's underwater.
Yeah, and it's guarded by what they call the Sea of Eyes, or the Garden of Eyes, I believe, which is like just this giant creature that has like multiple eyes that apparently if you look into it, they can like take out your deepest fear. Yeah, hypnotize you and just like take out your deepest fear. And so Kubo goes down and he tries to get the chest plate, and in the meantime, one of his aunts finds them, and so they have like this awesome fight between one of the sisters and Monkey, going at it with each other, which is an awesome fight, by the way.
Yeah.
Like really good. Like the action in this is like great. Like again, like it's a stop motion movie, so like animating them just to talk and interact with each other is hard enough. Imagine trying to actually have them like do fight choreography
and like
that's just like
style.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, oh my God. Like you have them jumping, you have them like doing flips, like doing chokeholds on each other, slashing their katanas together. It's just like, my God.
Yeah,
but it's a really cool. Yeah, but it's an awesome fight, and again, you have like the whole like environment with the waves going crazy, and like there's a huge thunderstorm happening while this is all going down.
And the ship gets split in half.
Yeah.
And Beetle dives down underwater to rescue Kubo, and when he comes back up, like Monkey's won against the sister, and then and it looks like Kubo's out, but then all of a sudden, like the ship starts repairing itself, and he finally starts like coughing and wakes up.
Yeah. And then that's when the twist happens that like actually turns out that the monkey is not just his toy, but actually it's his mother taking that last bit of form with her last bit of magic.
Yeah.
Excuse me, hang on, give me a second. I have a guy coming here to clean the house. My dog's going crazy right now, so I need to get him.
Okay.
I'll be right back.
So yeah. So from there, they continue on, and they end up making their way to this like house, and they're exploring it, and like I forget I forget what there was something that was guiding them to the house, and um, I forget exactly what it was, but when they get to it, they're looking around and they find like a flag or a tarp banner or whatever that has the image of the helmet, and they realize that it's a trap. And um, I think that's when the second sister shows up and attacks.
I'm back.
So
Stop barking.
I was just talking about when they were at the house and the second sister attacked after they found the tabard with the helmet picture on it and realized that like the whole setup was a trap.
Yeah, because the prior night Kubo has a dream where the strange character shows up in his like dream playing a guitar, and he's like, "I know where to find the helmet at," and
Yeah,
so it leads them to where apparently the house that they are led to is like where Hanzo kind of like had his last
yeah,
stand with his army against the Moon King. So it's like all scattered, it's all broken and everything. But yeah, then that's when the second sister shows up and turns out to be a trap, and then that's when we get the other reveal that the Beetle character is actually Hanzo, that they turned into a Beetle. Because throughout the movie, Beetle has like lost his memory, he doesn't really understand who he is or like what his like backstory is. And you get a hint of it because he's saying that like when he sees little origami Hanzo, he's thinking Hanzo was like his master. He might have been like one of his
yeah,
soldiers, but it turns out he himself is Hanzo. So you kind of have like a messed up family reunion between Kubo and his parents.
yeah,
And so then they try to take on the sister. Monkey tries to take her on, but fails because in the previous fight with the other
yeah,
sister, Monkey got
yeah,
injured, and so the sister gets knocked at one point by Beetle, and then you have this kind of like sweet moment where the family's finally like connected with each other for once, and then and then Hanzo gets stabbed by the sister and dies, and then Kubo like literally does one more final attack and like um he snaps the two strings on his guitar, which apparently just obliterates his aunt. Like she's completely gone.
yeah,
And also Monkey is dead too now because there's a shot where you see the statue kind of split in half. So like you're thinking like, oh, she got cut by the sister before you could like launch that attack. So now Kubo has lost both his parents. And
again,
I'm like, there we go. Some good family,
yeah.
good family picture right here, guys. The poor 16-year-old kid lost both his parents.
So then he realizes that the helmet is actually the bell that's in the village that him and his mom are at.
Yeah, so he like because the Hanzo origami, it got squashed in the fight, but like it wakes up one more time to point like in the direction of where the helmet is at, and then that's what Kubo's realizes like, oh shit, it's there. So
Yeah,
he flies off, he collects the helmet, he collects the full armor, and then that's when the Moon King, his grandfather, shows up, and you have like this whole final battle between the two of them, where the Moon King turns into the Moon Beast, is what the behind the scenes calls it. But it's this really awesome looking design. It
yeah,
looks sort of like an angler eel fish. Yeah, right there, that bottom picture.
yeah,
Yeah, that's what it kind of looks like. Which apparently, because I used to watch the behind the scenes of the movie all the time when I was little, so apparently what I remember them saying was that they actually based that design off of like a prehistoric fish or like some prehistoric fish. So, which makes sense because it
yeah,
does look like that.
yeah,
But like, yeah, but it's an awesome looking design, and so like you had this really cool fight between him and Kubo, but Kubo gets his ass handed to him
yeah,
by the Moon Beast, and so as the Moon Beast is circling him, Kubo realizes that trying to take him on with the armor is not going to work, so he takes another route and instead connects. He has like a piece of his mother's hair, I believe,
yeah.
or no, I think
He had two bracelets. One was his mom's hair. One was like his dad's.
yeah.
And
So
so,
he puts them together, and then he takes a piece of his hair and puts it on the guitar, and that's when it becomes like the strongest, the most powerful it's ever been.
yeah,
Because now he has three rings. Now he has three strings that are like all connected, and so again, you have some good symmetry where the family once again is now connected and are standing together in a sense against the grandfather. And so Kubo like strings the guitar, and when he does, all of a sudden all these like spirits of the lost ones of the village that they like at the beginning of the movie when they were like sending off those lanterns, all those people come back, and so you have the villagers and their loved ones and Kubo standing together, saying that like the moon beast is like telling basically Kubo is telling the Moon King that like your perfect world like isn't like what I desire. Like you may call this world like full of like suffering and whatnot and full of like strife, but it's also full of love and it's also full of people that you can get to know and connection and moments that you'll like remember forever. And so that's when he like strings the guitar one more time and like all the spirits like sort of like go towards the moon beast, and then a bright shine of light happens, and then the Moon King is now turned into human, and he's lost all his memories as well. Like he doesn't remember anything, and so they start creating like a different origin for the Moon King. So it's almost funny, like they're almost like gaslighting him into thinking that he's a better person than he actually was.
And one of his
Whereas like you helped before,
and one of his eyes is like kind of faded, like a blind person's eye would be.
Yeah.
So,
Which is also cool because I think that's the same eye that Kubo slashed when he was the Moon Beast with the sword.
so yeah, his left one is the normal one, which is the eye that Kubo is missing. So
Yeah.
So it could be that too.
Yeah. But also too, like there's also like a scar that is
Yeah.
like over his blind eye, which I feel like is from their fight. So I do like that kind of little detail right there where because he's human now, like that actually kind of like left a mark on him.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, that was a cool little detail. And so, at the very end of the movie, Kubo lights another lamp and like gives his final goodbye to his parents, and then you have like this beautiful shot where you see all the lanterns like turn into birds spiritually, and they kind of fly off, and then you get like this little close, this like adorable little like zoom in on Kubo and his two parents, and they're both like spirits, like sitting beside him.
Yeah.
And so that's when the movie concludes. And yeah, no, that's it.
Yep.
Yeah, and also I fucking love this movie. I love this movie. This movie is freaking fantastic. Like again, I can't gush over enough of the stop motion in this movie. Like it's absolutely amazing.
Yeah.
And like too, like the characters as well. The characters are all very likable. They're all really well developed. They all have their little quirks that make them like stand out. Like I'm actually surprised with how much I kind of giggled or chuckled at the antics that they had Beetle do throughout the movie.
Yeah.
I thought like he had a lot of fun, and also too, this is a testament to both the animators, but also McConaughey's performance as well.
Mm-hmm.
Like I thought he did a fantastic job with that. Like I love that like little line where he goes like, "If I'm Beetle and you're Monkey, why don't we call him Boy?"
Yeah.
It's like, all right, dude. Like, all right. So I thought it was pretty funny. And then Charlize Theron also does a good job playing Monkey. Kind of has like stern parental role, but then she also has little moments of comedic charm as well. So she's not a huge stick in the mud. So that makes her more likable. And then Kubo too. Kubo's also a really engaging protagonist where you feel for the kid because you're like, damn, as a baby he had his eye stolen.
Yeah.
Like Jesus. Like thanks, Grandpa. You fucking asshole. Like what the hell? So, but yeah, like he's also too like he's no slouch. Like he actually puts up a fight when like he needs to, and like he's not like whimpering and like hiding when the moment calls for it. Like he's willing to like actually take on like the role of warrior when it's time for action. So I do like that as well. And I guess like in terms of villains, I guess like the sisters aren't really like that compelling. They're more kind of one note assassins, which is fine. Like they're just kind of a secondary antagonist. The Moon King himself, I do find him interesting mainly because of his design and also his voice actor as well, which is Ralph Fiennes plays him.
Yeah.
So yeah, Voldemort playing the main villain in this one. Like I thought his whole voice acting for the character was pretty cool. And like I also do kind of like his interpretation of like reality, or like I guess living as a mortal, where you kind of like understand like his plight with it, but also too you're like, well, dude, your whole thing isn't considered as perfect as well. Like you're just kind of like so uppity and so like if nobody like adheres to your ideals of like perfection, and like you kind of just like write it off, and you like disown your own daughter
Yeah.
because of that, and you ruined your own grandson's life.
Yeah.
So it's just like I don't really, you don't like really like you like I do like the fact that he brings up good points, but like they don't make him like a completely sympathetic antagonist. Like he's still like a very like unlikable and a very kind of type of villain where you do want to see him get his comeuppance at the very end, at least.
Yeah.
So,
His
yeah.
transformation was pretty cool.
Oh yeah, no, I love the fact that like he kind of turns into stone at first, and then the moon beast kind of like pops out of his skin.
Yeah.
Like that was awesome. Like I love that, and like yeah. And also forgot to mention too that the monsters in this film are also really awesome, are really cool looking. The creatures that they have, like we discussed, the moon beast, the Garden of Eyes, but I think the best one is that giant skeleton that they have to fight in order to get the sword, like their first creature that they go against.
Yeah.
Which if you do not know, that skeleton was freaking huge behind the scenes. Like, did you watch the credits?
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, so you saw like in reality, like how huge
Yeah.
this puppet was. It was like half. It was like they couldn't even make the full thing. Like it only had like the torso, and it was like almost the size of an actual person. Like it's insane, like how the level of artistry that they put into this, and like the fact that too that they made a puppet that size is like incredible. Which another thing too I want to point out is that like a few years back, they actually had a like Leica exhibit at Universal Studios. So my mom and I went to Universal and we decided to check it out, and that's when we actually got like a full person experience of that puppet. So because they had it there at the exhibit, and it was enormous. It was so awesome seeing it in like person, just going like, my God, like this thing's freaking huge. And like you're telling me they had to animate this thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, because like the puppets themselves are like at a pretty good height. So in order to make it feel like believable, they just upped the scale of that creature also. So it was like ridiculous.
Yeah.
But yeah, like that's insane. But I feel like I'm talking too much, but like I want to see like what, like give me some of your points, I guess, DJ. Like what did you think about this movie?
I mean, pretty much you covered my thoughts exactly. Like I said, I enjoyed the scale of everything, how they got the perspectives on stuff. Obviously, the animation is phenomenal, and like I said before, like the water effects that they did with the rain and the ocean was amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the character quirks, and the fact that Kubo, stood up for himself and didn't just cower in fear all the time and stuff was good.
Yeah.
So,
and also too, you mentioned water effects. Also, like I do, like again, speaking on how good that is, like they actually made the puppets look like wet during that scene. Also,
yeah,
which I'm like, how did they do that? Which I think my guess is that they probably like put some sort of like shine or like some sort of like material on top of them.
yeah,
So them that kind of like glisten, that like they just been like hit with like a bunch of rain rather than getting the actual puppets wet, because I don't think that would be a good idea.
yeah,
I feel like that would fuck them up. So I mean that's just my guess on how they did it. But yeah. And then another thing too, the director of this movie, Travis Knight, he's also done he has a pretty good catalog of movies. He did that Bumblebee movie not too long ago.
Cool.
And then he also just recently did Masters of the Universe as well.
Okay.
Yeah. So he's like a director that has a really keen eye for like animated characters and whatnot. Because the way like and like I go like he has this sort of I don't really know how to describe it, but like he has this kind of like good knowledge on like how to really understand animation and how to like really made the characters emote. Because like you look at the way Bumblebee and the rest of those Transformers were animated in the Bumblebee film, you're like no, like these characters had like personality compared to like the
Yeah.
Michael Bay films, where they were just I don't know, like you couldn't really like have that too many character moments with them because they just felt more like special effects. Well, in the Bumblebee movie, they actually felt like actual characters. Like, especially the two Decepticons in that one. Like, they had personality, and they just weren't giant, like, clumps of chaos that just
Yeah.
talked an alien language. So, but yeah. And then also, too, with Masters of the Universe, you had Skeletor, where him having a skull face, you could still feel all the emotions and all the, like, the little, like, ticks and movements with just the face of a skull. So you're just like, God, like, geez. So yeah, Travis Knight has like a good foundation, like when it comes to animation, which I feel like is due to his time working at Leica. So, but no, I have a vast amount of respect for him as a director. So any kind of film that he's like a part of, I'm like, I look forward to, mainly because of his work on Kubo and the Two Strings. So
Cool.
yeah, but yeah. Anything else, or I think we covered most of it.
Yeah, I think we covered everything.
Yeah. All right then. But that's our review for Kubo and the Two Strings, guys.
Yeah.
Hopefully you guys have seen it. If not, hopefully what we said.
Hopefully
Hopefully our spelling the entire movie convinced you enough to go check it out for yourself. So
yeah. So, all right. So, a bit of a shorter show this week, and but we'll be back next week.
Yep.
And I think we'll be doing something new.
Yeah, I think so.
But we need to figure it out. So
yeah. Yes.
So yeah, join us next week. We'll have the newest Kamen Rider Zeztz episode that we'll be talking about. And they're already getting ready to launch the next Kamen Rider show, which is called Myth. And the main Kamen Rider, is going to be based off of a mouse this time.
All right.
So, and his belt is similar to Zeztz, where it goes across his chest, but there's other riders that have their belts like normal belts. So, and it looks like I think it might be like based on the Zodiac. I think there's like 12 riders in this one.
Mm-hmm.
So I could be wrong about that, but they've already got like merchandise out and like the driver belts and stuff like that. And so yeah, pretty interesting. So it'll be interesting to see if they broadcast it on YouTube like they did with Zeztz.
I think they might.
So, and yeah, so that's about it. We shall see you guys next week.
Yes, with our new show, whatever we decide on.
Yes. And yeah. So make sure to hit the like and subscribe button if you haven't done so already. We do appreciate you checking us out if you've watched to this point. And definitely check out Kubo and the Two Strings. And yeah, come back next week. And if you have any suggestions on things we should watch and review, please leave them in the comments. Be happy to add them to the list, which is ever growing.
Yes. A very long list of things.
And with that, we will call it a night. So,
all right.
Thanks, and see you next week.
Later, people.
Auf Wiedersehen!
There you go. the classic. We got to end with the classic, y'all.
Yes.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Later.
I will not let you destroy my world!